Hello, everybody. Scott Golden with the Mid South Wrestling Review for the 11th of August, 1984. Magnum TA has an in-ring workout with some friends, members of the Fantastics, as well as Terry Taylor. He basically wants to be ready for whatever challenges lie ahead. There are lots of challenges that lie ahead. Basically, it's a mock match. Tie up both men. Both guys, actually, I think it's Tommy Rogers, does some sit out wrestling style stuff with TA, and ultimately TA comes out ahead. The idea behind the angle is basically to show that, in fact, Tommy Rogers can wrestle around quite well. Terry Taylor also tries to put him on the mat, but TA comes in, and it's all pretty good. Buddy Landell and Butch Reed make their way out. They try to insinuate that, in fact, TA cannot out wrestle Landell, and there is a lot of talk. Reed wants his shot at the North American champion as well, and so for the most part, we see Buddy Landell come up ahead, but there are the angle is kind of convoluted. Nothing really gets squared off as the baby faces versus the heels are squared off. Jim Cornette wants Jim Duggan eliminated. That is the emphasis of the next promo. Basically, he says Duggan's nothing but a barroom brawler that needs to be dealt with by Mid South and everything else. Crusher Khrushchev and the Junkyard Dog nearing the end of his run here. I know he's in the WWF in '84, so it's at most he's got a couple of months left, but I don't even think he's got that. Khrushchev, an interesting choice for him to face in a traditional style match here. Power moves by the dog for the next little while. No real advantage to be had early. They kind of grapple around really basic stuff. Side headlock by Khrushchev. Khrushchev tries to get every advantage he possibly can. Doesn't really get anywhere near where he wants to be, needs to be. The attempted headbutt by the dog on the kind of the crawling headbutts doesn't really lead anywhere too terribly wonderful. Khrushchev cranking down on the dog for the next several minutes. Hard shot by the dog. Dog manages to hit a few punches, and the go around misses the punch. Does Khrushchev, and then atomic drop by the dog. Dog also manages to hit the thump slam and get the win. So it can't be leaving right away because he'd be putting somebody over on his way out. Then we move to Landell and Reed versus the Pretty Young Things. Trying to find something for the Pretty Young Things to do seems to be where we're headed here. As the match kind of seems a little disorganized. Reed and Landell seem to be having some issues. The Pretty Young Things also trying to get under the skin of the heel tag team, and they have kind of come down in more of a, their own kind of dancing, jiving sort of way, and this gets under the skin of the heels. Reed starts off, he's more toward the aggressive side. Power wise, Coco Ware starts off, I believe, with him. Arm drags by Ware, and Landell not happy with what's going on, getting in the face of the referee, basically insinuating that there is favoritism going on, also trying to intimidate Ware and Austin, and obviously that does not work very well. Uh, so the Pretty Young Things try to square up. Austin comes in, takes over a little bit. Reed actually ducks to the outside, kind of insinuating fear. Not that he's truly afraid, but trying to be a heel. Meanwhile, Coco or Norvell Austin comes back in, and we kind of see actually Coco Ware back in. Landell, when he comes back in, you see more selling. Reed, more of the power guy, doesn't take as many backward steps to his opponent. Reed comes back in, tries to get things cut off, and does. Shot to the midsection with a kick or two. Double team by the heels, double back elbows, and they cut the ring off. The heels cut the ring off on the baby faces for the next couple of minutes. The tag match goes pretty well there. They actually managed to double team and get a victory using some illegal tactics along the way, including double teaming in a hot shot and the corkscrew elbow. Eventually, we see a win for um, the team of Reed and Landell. Tim Horton, not the coffee shop, versus Mike Jackson. Interesting to put a standby match with two enhancement talents there. It's kind of just sort of awkward. Horton kind of gets out wrestled by Jackson early. Jackson continues to be a perennial enhancement talent in the area, takes the man down after a back elbow, tries to get a quick cover, does Jackson. Jackson doesn't get what he wants on it. Holds on to the head and then grabs the arm bar, tries to get as much of a leverage advantage as he possibly can. Doesn't get what he wants, but gets nearly enough. Jackson sends Horton to the top turnbuckle. Reed on the outside of the ring, getting a little bit annoyed. Jackson hits a drop kick under the chin. Butch Reed basically says he doesn't like sharing TV time. He's going to take care of Jackson. He's going to take care of everything. He wants to be a guy who is at the center of attention at all times. Basically, Dr. Death Steve, or actually, we go to Butch Reed and Mike Jackson as a next match. Almost challenges him, or does challenge him, even after just having a match. Kind of Reed being arrogant, basically saying that no one should respect the sacrifices of the man, and actually Reed pulls him up, back chin lock, and tries to muscle Jackson down. Getting extra heat behind Action Jackson, probably a good thing because he is a perennial enhancement talent. Fans solidly behind a perennial enhancement talent might actually believe he's got a chance to win now and then, which bolsters your heels if they're doing really well. Drop kick under the chin, under the chin. Excuse me, and the second one, and a third actually by Jackson. Jackson with the monkey flip out of the corner. He's happy with the way things are going. Reed is not. Reed bouncing around like a ping pong ball for Jackson. Making Jackson look really good here almost reminds me of the Ric Flair George South NWA deal. But a quick cutoff by Reed. Reed manages the power press after a clothesline and a victory in relatively quick order. Dr. Death with a special announcement. He says he's bringing along the Tough Guy Award, for lack of a better term, basically insinuating that no one in Mid-South is as tough as he is, and he is going to create his own award. He's tired of being overlooked, tired of being underappreciated, and is going to bring that Tough Guy Award around for his own benefit. A Day Training in the Life of the Fantastics music video is how we close the program, and we are halfway through the month of August. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. We'll be back with more right after this.